They come out here in the eye. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. No gain, and it's second down.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On the ground, it's Michael. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian Michael punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They do go for it. It's Manning. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They run again with Michael. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian Michael with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing now is Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 2 more touchdowns in Week 9 for Beckham, now 5 on the season. Not huge in the yardage department, 46 yards, but, man, he's productive.
When you get into the end zone twice, people aren't too worried about the number of yards it took to get there, and he can go from many distances, we're well aware. But Odell Beckham Jr. just changes everyone's defense and should open things up for his teammates.
Well, it opened things up for Shepard. The rookie had his 3rd touchdown catch of his young career. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position. But that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but
and he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Orleans Darkwa taking it in. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, 74 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Procise. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he will have a first down here. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the run, this is Michael. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Keenan Robinson, the one that got him down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Third and long. It's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit. And as you mentioned, finding the first down on a 4th down play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down to Shepard, complete over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And
now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Keenan Robinson in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. Wilson on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And out now come the Seahawks. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Shift together here from the D-line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a New York first down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Manning now on first down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Letting one go deep for the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Manning on third down. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Devon Kennard able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Cliff Averill in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson, and that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Manning surveying the field. Cruz has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Darkwa. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 2nd touchdown of the night. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the carry, Michael. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it here with Michael. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They come up in an offset eye. 3rd and short, it's Procise. And he's got some space here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Big run here in the 4th as they... continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson. And that's Curse for the Seattle touchdown, hauling it in. Jermaine Kearse with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And here's Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The play clock's running down. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run.
And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So second and goal here from the 9. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. On third and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it's fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance, and they have...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson finding time. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Wilson wants to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Third and long, it's Wilson, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff looking right. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. And New York set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So after the INT, it's Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
One final try now from Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
Babe, show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket.